Hello, YouTube. This is the first YouTube video from the Shadow stream. Now, you guys may have seen my screen VODs being posted on YouTube, but this one I'm making just for you guys special. So, here to enjoy it. Glad to have everybody. Let's get started. I am super hyped about the World Waker expansion. I think World Walker, sorry. I think it's going to change Legends of Runeterra. I really think that it may revitalize it. It may be the kick in the pants it needs, and I really hope it is. So, let's get started. Now, these top few rows, um, I already have videos up for these, reviewed these on my stream VODs. I said that I was going to do a 3-day wrap. Now, in those 3-day wraps, the last card we viewed was Consult the Heavens. So, in those 3 days, we've had Illoai and her support cards. And then we've had the Tellstones. The Tellstones dropped today. I don't know if you can tell how hyped I am. I have 38 tags, 38 tabs open. We're going to go really deep into the Tellstones, see what we like about them. But before we do, let's meet our new champion. So, Illoai has been around for a while. She was in the really pretty decent Rune King game that came out on consoles, PC a while back. She was one of the main characters. She's one of the only characters that's been around that long that doesn't have a representation in Legends of Runeterra. So it's good to get her here. So, first thing to talk about is tentacles. Tentacles are ones. Now, the special thing about tentacles is that certain cards have a new ability called Spawn. And for Spawn, you summon a 1/1 tentacle. If you already have one, you give it a +1/+1 for each spawn. So, when you spawn 3, you summon a 1/1 tentacle, give it +2/+2, so you get a 3/3 tentacle when you spawn 3. So that's nifty. We have Burrow Leader. Play, a 1-cost ally starts a free attack, so this lets your tentacle attack for free. Not horrible. Decent. We have Watchful Idol. On the round start, you're going to deal 2 to me and spawn 1. And this is very similar to the Monkey Idol. But this, instead of spawning the little monkeys, allows you to spawn a tentacle, which is decent. Not great, but decent. And it's got a free spawn 1. So, 2 damage, spawn 1. I think it'll be useful. Since it's only 1 cost. Buru Lookout. 5 mana for a 4/3 is below rate, but really you're getting a 4/3 and a 3/3, which is definitely above rate. So, Buru Lookout, I would expect to see a bump pretty quickly into it, up to about 6 mana. I think we're probably going to see a 6 mana 4/3 and a 3/3 is about rate. But until Illoai takes over the meta, which she may not do with some of the adjustments they're making, Burrow Lookout's going to be a 5. You got the Sea's Voice, 3 mana for a 3/3. That's at rate. A little below rate, but still. Attack, spawn 1, and give your strongest tentacle Overwhelm this round. So, the likelihood of this killing it is pretty high. At 3 mana, you're going on round 3, you're going to send in a 3/3, and hopefully you have a tentacle and you can give it Overwhelm. But more than likely, you're using this as a 3 spell to give your tentacle Overwhelm and also probably kill something because it does have 3 toughness. 3 attack. So if you view it like that, it's not horrible. I mean, it's a 3 mana give your thing overwhelm. +1/+1. So, Answered Prayers is a slow 2 mana spell. You can spawn 2, or you can add spend 5 to spawn 4. I like the versatility. There's a lot of spells that are very versatile in this set. We're going to get into the Stealth Stones a little late here, a little later, and they are super versatile. So there's a lot of versatility in this expansion coming out, and it is super exciting to see it because it opens your options. It changes the answers you have available to you, and the answers your opponent has to expect, and the answers you have to expect from your opponent. I can give my, I can spawn a 2/2 tentacle. I can give a tentacle +2/+2, or if I don't need that other 3 mana, I can spawn a 4/4 tentacle, or give a tentacle +4/+4. That makes changes to the board. That requires thought. What does your opponent have? What do I have? What makes a difference? And that's what's interesting about this card. Overall, it's not great, but I think the versatility makes it very usable. Illoai herself. So, she is a 1/6 overwhelm. Not a great stat line for 4. When she attacks, she does have to attack, so she has to put herself in danger. Spawn 1, then she gains power equal to your strongest tentacle's power this round. So when she attacks, she guarantees to get a +1. Now, if she's seen tentacles or herself deal 15 damage, um, now I don't know how cumulative that is. I know the tentacles would definitely be cumulative, but I don't know if it adds. I'm assuming it does. It normally does. Like if the tentacles dealt 14 and then she deals 1, she should flip. And then her new other side. So if you can bring now, see the problem is it's a scene ability, so you can't bring her down flipped. But when you spawn, increase its value by 1. Attack, spawn 1, then fully heal your strongest tentacle, and I gain stats equal to its stats this round. Which means she does that after. So, like, if it's a 15/15, she becomes a 15/15 overwhelm. It's ridiculous. Illoi's level up is stupid. It's so strong because it's a scene level up, and that's what they should be doing. If you have a scene level up, if you have to put your champion in danger, like MF. My problem with MF, I love MF, but it's a scene. She has to have seen you attack 4 times. Do you know how burnable she is on the board as a 3/3, consistently having to be protected? Either make her flip, although to be fair, her flip is game ending, which is why her flip is game ending. I mean, you're able to do a ton of damage with her flip. So her flip is game ending, which is why. But here, she's got a strong base stat line on her original. And again, she does have to attack, but she doesn't technically have to attack to flip. Your tentacles can attack. Your tentacles have to get big enough. So if you don't have her attack, it's going to take you longer. If you do, you put her in danger, but it may take shorter. So now we get to the Tentacle Smash and Illoi's Tentacle Smash. Spawn 3, then your strongest tentacle and an enemy strike each other. But it's slow. It's slow. If this was focus or fast, it would be broken. So, for it's slow, it's good. It's good. It's not great. It's not broken. It's passable. I have Nagakaboros. Burst, spawn 2, draw 2 for 5 mana. I don't know. We're honestly going to have to see how strong the tentacles are and how much of a difference that spawn 2 makes. Basically, if you read this, it says draw 2 +2/+2. Or create a 2/2 creature. We don't really have something that does that. Um, this is good for TF. I think TF Illoai is going to be a deck. Um, because drawing is going to be strong. There are cards that TF's going to like other than just the Eye of Nakaburos. and I think they're going to work decently well together. So then we have Nagakaboros herself. That's right, we have a god. So technically, Asol's a god, but still, Nagakaboros, 8 mana, 5/8. Not the greatest stat lines for a god, to be honest. She's fearsome. When you got round start, so she doesn't do this when she comes in. So you want to drop her on their turn, and then on your turn, you want to get this round start, spawn 2, and then if your strongest tentacle has 12 power, create a tantrum in hand. And here's the tentacle, and then here's the tantrum. It's a 0 cost spell, focus speed. When Nagakabura starts an attack with 4 tentacles, 4 test tentacles here. When I'm summoned, grow my stats out of your strongest tentacle and test and grant me its keywords. Not, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. A card to be reckoned with. I think it's 8 mana. There's decks that are going to want that. Now we have, if you see here, we have all the Tellstones, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Tellstones. And now somebody is going to say, oh no, Shady, there's 10 regions. Why doesn't, who's missing a Tellstone? Well, let me tell you, the missing region is Freljord. And the reason Freljord is missing is because basically what this card is, if you've never seen it, you never read it, this is basically a Three Sisters for the rest of the regions. Three Sisters has been a very, very strong card for Freljord since it's been introduced. The versatility of the card, the ability to answer multiple threats with one card, the ability to cast 2 spells with one card, the ability to do all the things Three Sisters does and be as useful as it is very clutch. So we're going to go over all of the Tellstones one by one and talk about how good they are. So we have the Piltleman Tellstones, PNC, which is, they're all burst 1, so we're not going to go over that again, but they create an aftershock. It can create an aftershock, transmogulator, or a progress a day. So aftershock, deal 3 to anything or destroy a landmark. That means at 4 mana, 5 mana, you can deal 3 to anything. Now again, PNZ is Victor's house, man. PNZ wants, he can lower spells, or Heimerdinger. You get, with Heimerdinger, you get a 1 cost and either a 4 cost, 6 cost, or 8 cost robot. Uh, so that's huge, man. That's huge. It's the the versatility of these spells and what they can do for each of their areas is crazy. So you got 3 damage at 5 or destroy a landmark. It's below rate, but it's so versatile. You got transform a follower into another follower. Versatile. Do you want to put a Hextech Transmogulator in your deck? No. But do you want 3 of these that can totally be whatever you want? Probably. Um, I think any deck that cares about spells or cares about versatility is going to run at least 1 or 2 of the Tellstones. It's the same thing with Freljord. Anytime you're running Freljord, you're going to usually run, if you want spells or you want removal, it's easier to run Three Sisters than it is to run any of the other spells. Now, I mean, if you're going to be running an Ash deck, then you want more of the straight Frostbite cards, but it's still worth it to run a Three Sisters for the other 2 modes. So, and then of course, Progress Day, 9 mana, get 2 things. It's nuts. Shadow Isles, Mark of the Isles, Spirit Journey, and Crumble. Now, I don't know how strong this is. 2 mana, +2/+2 and fleeting. I mean, an Imperial, rather. Eh. 2 mana, or 6 mana, kill a unit and revive it, or 6 mana, kill your unit to kill their unit. I think the fact that both Spirit's Journey and Crumble, so does it benefit more for you to kill your unit and bring it back? Or does it benefit you more to kill your unit to kill their unit? I think it's, again, versatile. There are less people in Shadow Isles that care about spells. I think these are a much bigger option for people that care about spells, i.e., uh, Lee Sin. Man, Lee Sin's huge. When we get to the Ionian things, we're going to go into a lot about Lee Sin. But Lee Sin, Lux, because Lux has the Demacians, and those are pretty freaking good too. And then we haven't gotten to the to Fizz's stuff either. Fizz cares about spells. There are a couple others that care about spells. Those three are your big ones, though, right there. Those three are your big ones. Also, recall the Tellstones give you discard fodder for cheap for like things like Draven. If you need to discard something to Draven and discard something to that's 2 cards, 2 discards. So, or no, that's not right. You know what I mean. Hush. So, I think this is probably the weakest set of Tellstones, even though it does have a removal spell in it. I think it's probably not the best. No, no, I lie. Bilgewater Tellstones are the weakest. So Bilgewater Tellstones have More Powder, Playful Trickster, and Chum the Water. More Powder is a card that doesn't see that much play. I mean, it's a slow card and it makes 2 powder kegs, which literally, if it's on the opponent's turn, they could just snag and blow up and kill immediately. So you have to play this well and you have to play it correctly. Playful Trickster doesn't see any use at all. Nobody even likes the fact that this is on the back of Fizz. And then Chum the Water. Chum the Water sees play. But the rest of them, not even close. More Powder, Playful Trickster. So basically, this is just a more expensive Chum the Waters. So for Fizz, it's not bad. It lets you get 2 spells, More Powder. You get, for 3 mana, you get 2 spells. But there are better spells to put even for Fizz. So I don't think the Bilgewater Tellstones are going to see a whole lot of play. I may be wrong, but I don't think I am. Bandle, because Bandle needed more shit, right? Bandle has Heroic Refrain, which I think that will get Heroic Refrain played more. Because you have Heroic Refrain and you have Yordle Contraption, both which can be good in multiple decks. And then Keeper's Verdict. It's not complete flaming trash. I mean, I'm sure there's a point where you're going to want to spend 7 mana to put an enemy unit on top of their deck. Sure. I mean, yeah. I I can't think of one, but sure. I guess there's probably, right? No? No, I don't think so either. So the Bandle one is not great, which I'm happy with. I don't think they needed to make Bandle any more powerful. I think if the Bandle one was broken and stupid, it would be horrible. Like if the Bandle one gave you like Pokey Stick and some other crap, like just dumb Bandle City shit, then it would just be like a huge pain in the ass. And then the fact that the Bandle City one's common because they know it's bad, and that's fine. And I appreciate that. The fact that it's common, they know it's bad. Um, okay, so Ionian Tellstones. This is huge. This is huge. If you like Lee Sin, if you enjoy Lee Sin, get ready to play some Lee Sin because it is going down. Going down. So, Ionian Tellstones. You get a health potion, you get Homecoming, or you get Stand United. And nobody plays Stand United. Again, even on the backside of Shin, it's bad. It's not bad. It's not like it's so situational. But that means that it being on Ionian Tellstones isn't bad because if you have that 1 extra mana, And you need Sand United, you got it right there. You can be like, all right, boss, Sand United, yeah, it's clutch. And it comes in clutch and it feels great. But the biggest thing, like the stupidest thing, is 1 mana for Tellstones, 1 mana for Health Potion. You have a racked up Lee Sin ready to kick somebody into a ready to kick somebody into a wall. And that's retarded. Plus, you get the ability of the Health Potion, so you can heal Lee Sin or heal one of your other units that has been taking a beating because Lee Sin has had a barrier this entire time and just kicking the hell out of everything. It's stupid. It's gonna make Lee Sin really good. This is gonna make Lee Sin really good again. Um, like I said, 2 mana, give Lee Sin Challenger and Barrier is dumb. it's dumb. It's gonna be a problem. Um, we're gonna see what this does, but I see Lee Sin coming back in a big way, which goes along with my statement that they're trying to slow the meta down. Lee Sin is not a quick meta. He's a mid-range deck. Maybe not quite a control deck. So he does not want to be quick. He's not out here to win fast. He's out here to win eventually. He's an Lee Sin decks are about inevitability. It's about the inevitability of a Lee Sin eventually kicking your ass. So I think that's some good choices. Demacian Tellstones. Um, again, rare. They know that they are. They know they're good. They know they're good. You get Prismatic Barrier, you get Detain, and for the love of fuck, you get For Demacia. Because they needed the ability to do For Demacia in other places. Yeah, they needed versatility on giving you For Demacia. That's for shit sure. Um, Slapping it on a 3/3 wasn't enough. So this is another good one, and the fact that you have Lux's spell on it, I think we're going to see more Lux. I think we're going to see more Lux. I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see Lee Sin. I don't think we're going to see much more uh, Fizz. I don't think Fizz. I mean, Fizz is as good as Fizz is going to get, and I don't think anything that we're going to do because he wants to be fast. So I don't see Fizz really benefiting from a lot of these, but especially Lux, especially Lee Sin, they're here for it, and they want to kick your butt with these new Tellstones. Um, Targonian Tellstones. Uh, you get Wish, cause yeah, you get Paddle Star, and you get Blessing of Targon, cause they definitely needed 4 mana heal everybody, 4 mana removal, and 4 mana and 5 and 6 mana give something a +3/+3 at instant speed at burst speed. So this is gonna change the game against Targon. Um, this one card here, they already had a lot they could do, but this one card here allows them to do all of that at once, and that's a huge advantage. That's a huge advantage. You don't. I mean, you didn't put Wish in Soraka decks anyway. Most of the time, if you did, it was like a Wish. Um, so the fact that you automatically have up to 3 wishes if you need them, or a Paddle Star, or a Blessing of Targon, it's huge. It's just huge. Um, it's a game changer. All of these Tellstones are game changers for them more or less. Here's another one that's broken. Noxian Tellstones. Sharpen Resolve, Boiling Death, or Weapons of the Lost. The fact that Noxians have 2 combat tricks tells you something. The fact that Noxians have 2 combat tricks, 2 different combat tricks on one card that cost the same amount. It's literally, how do I want to beat your ass today? So the fact that that's there should tell you something. They have Sharpen Resolve. Oh, I just need a little bit more hit. Or, oh, never mind, my guy's going to die. I'm going to kill your guy. To kill 2 of your guys to my 1. I'm going to 2-for-1 you. Really 2-for-2, but still. And really 2 for 3 when you look at the fact that you're using Noxian Tailstones, but whatever. And then deal 3, summon a unit. It's at 8 mana, but nobody puts this card in their deck because it's bad. But if you need this effect at the end of a game, it's not bad. It's good, and it's glued to a card that gives you 2 of the better Noxian cards in it with it. So, yeah, let's run 6 Whirling Deaths and see how badly we beat the hell out of our opponents. Noxus is gonna be a fucking nightmare to play against. They already are, but they're gonna be more of a nightmare to play against. Last but not least, we have Sumerian Tailstones. This is another set that I'm not thrilled about. They're rare too, but this is another set I'm not thrilled about. You have Ruthless Predator, which you again don't even want this when you're playing uh, the alligator. What is the alligator's name? I want to call him Slowbeck, but it's not Slowbeck. What the fuck's the alligator's name? You can tell how much I play. How much I play him. What is his name? Give me my people. I don't even think I have any of him. Let me see here. I don't. Which may be why I don't know his name. Renekton. Yeah, you don't even want this when you play Renekton. So, um, eh? Weight of Judgment, not horrible, really expensive way to deal with a follower. Not great. And then Spirit Fire, -2, deal 2 to me at the end of the round. This, not good. Not good at all. Kind of lame, to be honest. But most of these Tailstones, again, recapping, most of these Tailstones are really good. But the ones that I personally think are straight up busted are Ionian Noxian for sure. With like those are S rank. Ionian and Noxian are like if I had to rank them, those would be S rank. With Demacian, Targonian being like A, Piltover being probably B, maybe Piltover and Shadow Isles being B, Bilgewater and Shurima are like F, and Bandle's probably like a D. It's not great. It's got like 2 sort of usable ones. I think Illoai is going to be a fun champ to play. I don't think she's going to take over the game. I think she's going to be really fun, but I don't think she's going to take over the game. I do think Buru Lookout is going to get a nerf, like fast. Uh, probably not 2 weeks out, but probably a month out. I think Buru Lookout's going to get a nerf. And that's basically all my thoughts for the cards so far. I'm excited for new cards. Guys, go back and watch my videos for the previous cards. And I'm going to be doing another live stream on Saturday. I don't think it's going to be a Legends of Runeterra live stream. I think I'm going to try to live stream something else. And then on Sunday, I will definitely be doing a Legends of Runeterra live stream covering all the cards that have come out between Wednesday and Sunday. So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be doing a Legends of Runeterra stream Sunday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there, or, you know, bad things will happen to you. I'll send Renekton after you so he can kill you because I couldn't remember his name. But you guys have a good night and have a good weekend and much love. Remember to hit the subscribe, like buttons down at the bottom. Press those. Go see me on Twitch. Follow me there too for updates. Hit the ring the bell for notifications. And you guys have a good night and thank you for coming out and seeing me.